Ain't that about a bitch? Happy fucking Tuesday, boys. You know what day it is, boys? Happy fucking Tuesday, boys. We're back on the motherfucking stream. You already know what it is. Hope y'all boys are having a blessed day. Hope y'all boys are having a good day today. Listen, today we should have a pretty good stream. We might be streaming with fucking Mr. Gondang Shaw Money. I don't know if that is going to come to fruition. I don't know what he's doing, if he's jerking off or what the hell he's doing. But today, chat, we are going to be doing some just Litty 2 reactions, and we're hopping around in the game. I can't lie. Usually I would be... I'm also waiting for this package too, because I'm low-key waiting for them to hit me about this fucking package. Because I need the package to get here. Important package. I just want you guys to know, before I hopped on this live, I murdered 2 mosquitoes. See ya. I'm telling you, my badges are crazy. Like, I really have Sniper Hall of Fame. Fact, by the way. Fact. So, listen, chat. I've been thinking about getting a couple games. I want to get Madden 26. I know a couple of y'all seen me play it. I want to do Madden 26. I want to get that. But, you know, I'm also thinking, I'm like, I might as well wait until, like, November to get it. Because, you know what I'm saying? If I wait till November, you know, the Black Friday deal might be more than 30%. Big brain plays right here, folks. And then also I could probably get 2K26 as well. That's 2 games right there. It's 2 games. 2 good games right there. You know what I'm saying? And that'll probably be about it for my new game count. But I want to get a couple story games too, obviously. Now, I do want to do a marathon with Red Dead Redemption. I do have Red Dead Redemption. I want to play that for sure, skis. We'll probably play that like next week. Next week, that's a lock. And then I want to do another game too. I don't know if I want to do, maybe I want to do a Lego game, but when I play the Lego game, I kind of want to be more PG friendly. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just be cursing my cock off. But we'll see how that goes. But let's hop into these reactions. You feel me? What the heck is this? Oh, I gotta redo it again. I don't know why sometimes it gets weird. Where it's like... oh, wait, hold on. Restart capture. There we go. Here we go. Look at me. I'm not watching this game. I just want you guys to know. I just want to comment on one thing. And it better show it as soon as we open it. Okay, it doesn't. Okay. We'll probably watch a little bit. Number one, well, I'm going to comment on 2 things about this football game, because there's only 2 things that I really don't want. I love the scoreboard. But where the fuck is Litty not? Where the hell is Travis? See ya. 3 now, boys. You do hate to see that. If you're a... I don't know, I love night games. Night games are just so spectacular. I know that they only have 3 night games per week, but fucking A, if they had more than 3, that would be... Why? And... You know what I mean? That's a good question. Why doesn't the NFL do, like, 4 night games every week? You know what I mean? 1 night game on the West Coast, 1 night game on the East Coast, and then, obviously, the night game Monday night, and then Thursday night. Because 4 night games would be crazy. Of course, I guess they just want more eyes on the night game. So I guess it may, whatever. I don't know. Just an idea. People are saying Kelsey looked a little bit slower this game. Oh my God, did you see fucking Travis? That boy got out of there. Why is Travis the only one wearing pink? And this is what I'm talking, that's what I was actually trying to comment on, is how we need to bring back Pink October in the NFL. Let me get a close-up on Travis Hunter, please. Isaiah Pachuco, Puerto Rican excellence. Oh my God, brother. Travis Hunter, across from Hollywood Brown. Blitz. They got there. Mahomes gets rid of it. Pass is caught. So, number 3, I want you to pack up your bags and take that ass to the Canadian League. What the hell? You literally were behind. I understand you don't want to get beat over top, but like, brother.
Nevertheless, they still end up rushing 5, but they do have a safety back there trying to protect the deep ball. The problem is that because Mahomes can't get anything in the throw, that Tyquan Thornton, he's able to work back to the football. Tyson Campbell, he doesn't know where the ball is exactly, and that looks like a catch.
They took off. And seeing that he's the only player in the NFL, I guess, that wears pink nowadays. I know when he's on the field and not. I guess that's a good thing, but it's like, fuck, dude.
And on that situation, they're looking at the point of contact. The contact is more than 1 yard downfield. It's not where his feet are.
Can I zoom in? Oh, I can. Hold on. Go back.
1 yard downfield. It's not where his feet are.
See how Travis Hunter is wearing pink in October? This gets my willy hard. Bring back pink in October. Everyone, mandatory pink. I like seeing pink cleats, pink gloves, pink mouthguard, pink socks, pink accessories. That's what I like seeing in October. I like seeing this across NFL. I like seeing this in the WWE. I like seeing this all across sports. Pink in October. Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Wear pink, please. Travis wore it. I can't lie. And that should be, and see how much glaze they've been getting on that? I want to see this Thursday. This Thursday. I want to see pink. Sunday, I want to see pink. And then on Monday, I want to see pink as well. Pink, pink, pink. I want to see nothing but pink. Like it's Nicki Minaj's fucking birthday. And that's another thing. These jerseys, they need to make the Jaguars main. I refuse to see the old Jaguars jerseys. I want to see these Jaguars jerseys in 2026 season. Only these jerseys for their home games. Like, you know what I mean? Like, look how clean these Jaguar jerseys are, by the way. Bring these back in 2026. These are the only jerseys I want to see at the home. This needs to be their primary home jerseys. Bring these back immediately. That shit got punched. That shit deadass got punched.
Well, Nick Bolton immediately, that looks like he's short to me, but Nick Bolton, that's the arm that comes in, and he goes right for the football.
That's short.
And that's the risk. That's the risk as the quarterback when you're trying, and right now that's the difference in the game.
Isaiah Pachuco. He's out of there. He's out of there. That's what you call a good fucking run, boy. W Puerto Rican excellence. Too bad they lost this game. The Chiefs have had an interesting start to the season. Oh my. Hollywood Brown. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. Yep, that's easy. You know what I'm saying? When you have 30 minutes in the pocket, you got to make that easy pass, guys. Someone has to get open. Good option, keep. Bro, that's in Fortnite. Good tutty. Can't complain about that. Here we go. I can't lie, they look terrible in the first half of football. I know it was a great comeback game for them. I just don't. That's so crazy. The New York Giants could have beat the Kansas City Chiefs if we just didn't have Russell Wilson as our starting QB. No tea, no shade. Yes, sir. I know that boy's so happy that he actually has a little bit of fucking help over there in Jacksonville now. Oh my God. He's out of there. That's not bad season numbers. Do you see that? You guys are trash. You had 2 hands on the ball. That's why you play defense. That's why you guys play defense. We used to say that in our high school. Well, you know what I'm saying? If the DB drops it or the middle linebacker drops it, this is why you guys play defense. You aren't offensive guys. You are not. No excuse, though, still, but fuck. These jerseys are so sexy. Those early 2000s, bro. I like how the NFL has been doing this. Can the NBA take notes? Honestly.
Just not quite able to make a play, but fortunately for the Jaguars, it falls incomplete.
All right. Lawrence. He's out of there. Get some fucking points this drive, huh? Good catch. Tough catch, honestly. You know, yeah, that was a tough catch. That was you know what I'm saying? I was like, that window was pretty tight right there. That's a tight window. Good catch, boys. You know what I love about the throwback jerseys? And I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep bringing this up. I love this early 2000s look right here, and I love how the Buccaneers are doing it, and the Seahawks did it with the throwback jerseys. I need the NBA to start doing that as well. I want to see like weeks of just, or like a month of just throwback NBA jerseys. So every single time we see them, it's going to be the throwback Sixers, throwback Warriors, throwback Miami Heat, throwback, you feel me, Knicks. That's what I want to see. I want to see that. I like that nostalgia feel. I like it. Bring it back. The NFL's doing it. I love it. I need to see that in the NBA. And also, it's more revenue for you guys as a business because people are going to want to buy the throwback jerseys with the new guy's name on the back. You feel me? People love those throwback jerseys, gang. The throwback look is spectacular. I'm not saying the new shit is bad. Just sometimes you want to look back at, you know, what made it, you know what I'm saying, what it was. See ya.
Long way to go for Hunt. Won't get there. 4th down.
Here we go. Good pass. Tight window. Good catch.
Low snap pressure off the edge. Pass incomplete for Hollywood Brown.
Crazy ball. That was crazy ball placement, though. We got to give it to Patrick. You know, and he came from not even from like a great college. You know what I'm saying? Who was in his draft class? He was in a nice-ass draft class. I can't even lie. Of QBs. I don't remember the other QBs that was in that boy's draft class, but that draft class was actually stacked. Because I remember watching that year, like, all the QBs. Lawrence, what a ball. Oh my God, Travis! And this is what happens when you wear pink. You get that extra attribute boost. That boy Travis had put the pink gloves on, pink cleats on, pink fucking mouth guard, and he has those extra badges. Put on pink, you get those badges, boys. That is what happens. See ya. 1st down. Yeah, that got it right there. That's tough.
His tight end Munt. 2nd and 8. Lawrence steps through. Wants to go.
Good, Toddy. That ties up the ball game right there. Well, if the kicker can knock it down. You know what I'm saying? We've missed a lot of kicks in this season.
They bring a 5-man rush when they bring Bolton along with the 4 downs, and it opens things up. You see the crease that opens for Lawrence. And really,
Chris Jones did not want to play football yesterday. This is like, I mean, did you see how lazy that job? I honestly do understand he has a lot through his mind, so I'm going to give him a pass. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, his RIP to his auntie that just passed away, to his family member that just passed away. But geez Louise, brother. I've seen another clip on Twitter of you acting like this as well. Oh, my gosh. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely do feel for him. Obviously, this brother does need a little vacation. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of time to think and ponder. For sure. For sure.
They've shown a lot to even be back in this game.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely a lot on the mind.
Mahomes, Pacheco, Winger.
Oh my gosh.
Broken tackles and a first down. Strong run after the
Pacheco's been going crazy this game.
comfortable here the last few weeks.
Pacheco. Oh my days. Pacheco with the helmet off.
He was sacked only once against the Ravens.
Remember when that was in Madden, boys? That was a crazy era.
Over the middle, Hollywood Brown.
Hollywood Brown's also been playing kind of crazy too.
On second down.
The pick six.
Devin Lloyd
You know, the quarterback never tries.
still rolling. Down the sideline. One man to beat. Lloyd. Pick six.
That brother's out of breath. Pick cookies. The user. Duval.
On first down, Mahomes
Here we go, Patrick.
right. Juggled
That's a beautiful catch.
a catch by Worthy. Third down, Mahomes
Let's see it, Patrick.
will get it with his legs. With
Mm-hmm.
Lucan chasing him and a gain to the 44 of
You like seeing that? All right.
Kansas City has on the offensive side of the ball. They've
Go on,
got three
Pacheco.
wide receivers that are sub 4-3 runners. Second and 24.
Got that block, Pacheco. Sure.
Shot. Thornton, and it's
Ooh, good D.
on Tarek Brown. That's not. It's a lot easier to look
Let's
at
do it,
than
boys.
is to do. Third down and 24.
I kind of like that angle that number 47 just came at.
Man rush.
Kind of like a sidestepping blitz right there. I kind of like that. Good first. Tough first.
As he did
24 on the
in Tampa Bay
feet.
before losing his job to Graham Barton, second and 7. This is a pick.
That's a pick, brother.
The other way, and it's McDuffie.
Whistle.
Karlaftis had pressure.
What happened? I don't. What is he complaining about?
Play action, Mahomes. Kelsey down at the 5, and we need to check.
Why does Kelsey's animations always when he gets tackled? It's always kind of like that. You peep that? It's always like that kind of animation. Or am I bugging? You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's always that type of animation, gang. You feel me? Or no? Or no? You feel me? Hold on, let me see if this fucking package came in, because someone just called me, but I don't know what number that is. Interesting. You know what I hate? When the numbers call you and it's like what does it say? It's like kind of like a disconnected number. Let me look at what area code that is though. Area code. Okay, well, never mind. It's a scam! Scam of death! That's what it is, boys. It's a scam of death! Had to ask ChatGPT for that one.
To try to ask Jacksonville defense to keep Mahomes and company out of the end zone. Here is Hunt.
My brother wanted it bad. Gotta respect that. Here we go. Loki could have thrown it to Travis. I can't even lie. Definitely should have thrown it to Travis. Don't know why you're smiling. This is fourth quarter football right here, boys. Oh! 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 He was almost out of there. Come on now. Field goal kickers have not been playing the best this year. And that's good. You love to see that.
The Texans most recently to Jacksonville.
Oh, that was compy. He got me, and I was fucking watching from third-person view.
And he stays on top of that list more than Pacheco and Hunt. Play clock at 2. Mahomes has all day. On Underneath pass is caught by Juju Smith-Schuster.
Good catch.
2nd and 4.
All right, let's see it.
Down the home.
Got off of him.
Pressure in,
Oh,
and able to
oh,
stay up.
oh.
Got away from Mason Smith
Good
and down
first
for
down,
first
boys.
Mahomes.
Good pass.
First
Good
down
catch.
inside the 30.
I feel like he's been a little quiet this game now. Of course, this is just the highlights, but I don't know if that's... I would have to check the stat sheet. Oh my gosh.
Get both feet down. He did.
Tony toe tap.
By Hollywood Brown. I think the question is, was he bobbling it or did he have it firmly in his
Yeah, that's a
grip?
catch, boys.
And it looks to me like I thought it was
That's a catch.
goal from the 2. Hunt in for the touchdown.
And right there is when they thought they won the game with 2. But you see that time right there, boys? That's 1 minute and 45 seconds. That's too much time. Even in Madden, you know that's too much time. That's too much time to make a play. That's too much time to make a play, boys.
Was that he needed to do. They took over 6 minutes off the clock on that drive. Would have loved to have taken a little bit more, but they cap it off with the touchdown here to Kareem Hunt. On 2nd down and 4, Lawrence able to outrun Jones. And now brought down by Leo Chanel.
See ya.
For Thomas. Oh, he dropped it in.
What a buck. And it went right out of bounds, too. What a pass right there.
The pressure on him or not.
What a catch. See, like, this it needs to be in Madden. Like, I remember when 2K football games were like that. Like, you could make that type of pass right there. Over-the-shoulder bucket pass. Only the receiver can get that right there.
Delivers this ball. Brian Thomas, I mentioned he's had some issues with drops and struggled a little bit in the early part.
That's how you make a play right there in the NFL.
Lawrence. De'Ami Brown.
Good catch, right out of bounds. That's what you like seeing. You get to keep that timeout. Boom, another hike. Let's do it. See ya.
Lawrence was hit.
You don't like seeing that right there.
Jaguars looking for a flag with De'Ami Brown, the intended target. Extra man
Let's do it again.
blitz. Lawrence floats it. End zone. And no flag that I see. There is a flag in the corner.
What happened?
Initiates contact. He's not
See how the ref's wearing pink? Why are the players not wearing pink?
in the ball. That's pass interference.
Damari Connor.
Pass interference. Defense number 20.
You love saying that if you're in Duval.
Ball with 30 seconds left.
Oh, oh.
Now Lawrence goes down.
That's that dog in him. That's that dog in him. Now see how lazy Chris Jones is right here? Brother. But that's that dog in that boy, Travis.
The center, I think, steps on his foot, or the guard. It's the right guard.
Oh.
Steps on his right foot. He's trying to come out,
Don't.
and
I got it.
it looked like
I got
he
it.
was dead in the right.
Get off of me. That was that play-by-play right there.
Mind you, this is not over.
Get off me.
Mind you, they kick off out of bounds.
Dive.
Ball at 40 to start
Easy play.
this drive. They got the call
Easy
in
play.
the end zone.
Gotta get that new check.
Pass
Gotta get the new
interference
contract, boys.
by Connor. And then Trevor Lawrence is able to take it in after falling.
Was I saying Trevor this whole time or not? I don't know if I was saying Trevor this whole time. I should have been saying Trevor. Should have just said Lawrence. I know his fucking last name.
There's no kidding about that. But be careful about playing too deep.
The NFL's fining the fucking Jerry Jones $250,000 for flashing his middle finger at a fan at MetLife Stadium on Sunday. I'm crying. All right.
Nobody's even rushing Mahomes.
See ya.
Hoping for a penalty. Incomplete. Jaguars win it.
Damn. Good game.
Was this a different episode of Raw? I think I'm dreaming. This can't be real. I feel like I'm in a simulation. After it being so repetitive, I don't buy it, man. This ain't real. I can record myself swinging my dingly dongly, playing with my balls, post it on YouTube while singing John Cena's theme song.
Woo!
story development, sense of urgency.
Yeah.
Maybe the low ratings got to WWE.
Low-key.
But I was enjoying myself watching this episode. And the story repeats. I feel like an abused partner, but maybe he can change. People, maybe he can change. People, welcome to another Raw review. There's a lot to talk about. We'll also look into your hot takes. New segment on the show. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you can be in my videos. Don't miss these community posts. So let's get
Is that on Twitter?
Saw this episode of Raw. Huge ovation. In general, the crowd was actually
Aura. OTC Aura.
pretty good in this episode. Before he could actually say anything, Paul Heyman and Bronson Reed interrupted.
Listen.
Roman Reigns, boy, do you got any shoes? Because my Shula could use some Roman shoes. Heyman says Reigns has never been stretched out in his entire
Tribal
life.
thief.
Not in football, not in his career, until Reed did it. Reed takes the microphone, brings up Reigns' father Sika and Uncle Alpha, saying even they were never stretched out in their 45-year careers, and questions how they feel about Roman Reigns' humiliation. That is actually pretty strong. You know, if you're trying to build Bronson Reed, the fact that he stretched out Roman Reigns, which is not even factually true. I'm pretty sure during this 59-year-old rivalry between Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, something along those lines must have happened.
I don't know about that. I think that was the first time that ever happened. Don't know if that's true though. Someone fact check me on that. I don't think I've ever seen Roman stretchered out.
Or my uncle Paul Heyman did. His father would tell him to fight him now. He calls Paul Heyman a coward. Heyman confirms it will be Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed in an Australian street fight this Saturday in Perth.
No, we want to see Roman versus Braun.
Reigns accepts confidently. Reigns calls them bitches for leaving, and we got a...
I don't want to see this at Crown Jewel. Shout out Bronson Reed. It's going to be a banger of a match. 100%. He deserves, you know what I'm saying, this push to, you know, get the face of top guys. I'm going to love the match, yes. But I would have loved Braun Breaker versus Roman Reigns. I think that's probably going to be next, though, if I had to book it. You know what I'm saying? They're probably going to do Roman versus Brunson, Roman versus Braun, and then finally Roman versus Seth. That's what I'd imagine.
Bro, because Bronson Reed ain't gonna take any of them.
W. Bronson Reed, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just speaking facts.
I mean, it makes sense. He's the babyface in the story. And how are we feeling about Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed again? Normally, I would complain, and I am a little bit disappointed it's not going to be Braun Breaker versus Roman.
Yeah, like, not Braun Breaker? We're doing this? I'm not mad. Again, I'm not mad. It's going to be a good match. 100%. Bronson Reed, W wrestler. Great wrestler, to be honest. Just next match, I need to see Roman versus Braun. And then realistically, it's going to be Roman versus Seth Rollins. That's what I'd imagine Mr. Triple H, Mr. TKO, head of executive over there, are probably thinking as well.
Like, just do this match already. This is the match people are wanting for, especially because
they better not say that shit till Mania, I swear.
Premium live event, like, none of it truly matters, but we have some, like I've said, not dream matches, showcase matches. But I thought about it, and the previous match we got between Bronson Reed and Roman Reigns was actually really, really good. And this is just possibly my opinion, but I'm sure most of you will agree. Braun Breaker has a lot more aura than Bronson Reed. He's the more popular one. He's definitely the future of the WWE. So in a way, I guess I can appreciate the fact that Bronson Reed is getting...
He's getting that little bit of push right there, which he does deserve. He is that guy.
You know, in a way...
If we're being honest, he is that guy.
And, you know, on a personal level, we're not talking about wrestling, I can actually, you know, be happy for Bronson that he's getting these kind of opportunities. Like, imagine you're a professional wrestler and you're in a rivalry against
Roman Reigns,
stars of all time.
Arguably the face of the WWE still.
Very,
arguably.
Weird about the division. Sometimes I like what they're doing. Sometimes it gets really repetitive. This was pretty good, you know, and I like how this segment was pretty much straight to the point, no BS. Match got announced, but it's really going to be interesting to see how WWE are going to book this match. Will Bronson Reed lose against Roman Reigns? Even if it's going to take some shenanigans, maybe Bronson Reed should take the W.
I think so.
Even if it's because of Braun Breaker, and then we build Roman Reigns versus Braun Breaker because Braun Breaker is the cause of Roman Reigns' loss. That kind of rhyme, didn't it? Oh,
I love saying that. That's W booking right there, Mr. Great One.
Also, the fact that this is going to be a street fight is pretty
Oh, I love
exciting.
that.
Now, no,
I want to see
like stipulation match.
table.
Look at his
I want to
speaking
see
guidelines,
chair.
like, always talking about how
I want to
every
see.
match is the
What else do I
same,
want to see?
and I
Kendo
really
stick,
love
maybe.
that variety.
Nah.
Asuka wants Kairi Sane to fight Io Sky. She told that to Adam Pearce. Kairi doesn't want to do that. You know, we're still family. Asuka slaps Kairi in the face. The story they're trying to tell is that Asuka is a manipulator.
Yeah.
All of this is happening because she has an agenda. She knows what she's doing. She basically sees that Kairi Sane, you know, is not necessarily big.
They should win at Crown Jewel. They should win at Crown Jewel versus Io Sky and Rhea Ripley, to be honest. And we're just being speaking factual stuff right here.
She's putting her in a match against Io Sky to fully get Kairi Sane on her side. And like I've said on this episode of Raw, even these subtle moments, you know, gave us some story development. Roman Reigns is walking backstage, we see the Usos. Jimmy Uso cannot believe they talked about Uncle Alpha and Sika. What was interesting about this segment is that Roman Reigns was a lot warmer to Jay. You know, it was one of these moments where, what up, Jay? And Jimmy. What was also interesting
Jimmy, you know what I'm saying, hasn't won a single title.
Jay interrupts and says, I got you, not we. So there's this tension between the Usos. Roman Reigns says Jay isn't holding things down. Who is speaking at the top hour? Jay says CM Punk. Reigns says interesting. Jay knows what he has to do and walks off. Reigns says, what is the problem in him from not taking advice from me? In this whole storyline, the most interesting thing is Roman Reigns' involvement. Like, sometimes I struggle to understand what he's trying to achieve, but the vibe I'm getting is that he's this older, wiser brother. Is he trying to separate the Usos? I don't necessarily understand separating the twins, man. Like, you can't do that shit. This is evil. But I guess the message is Roman Reigns is basically telling Jay, you need to focus on yourself. You want to get that world championship, the Usos is no more. You gotta care about your own ass. I could be totally wrong about
I would love to see the Usos reunion, though, for them for the tag titles. Take those tag titles from fucking Finn and the Judgment Day, bro. I would love to see that.
Also on the show, we got Maxine Dupree versus Becky Lynch. This absolutely shocked me, people. Looked like filler. Looked like something I ain't even gonna talk about because I don't need to talk about it, right? But this was by far the best Maxine match ever, and this doesn't mean much because, well, Maxine is not necessarily, you know, a very good wrestler, but what I'm trying to tell you is that even by normal match standards, not Maxine Dupree, she's a newbie standard, this was really good, and the crowd made it 10 times better. I like the story they tried to tell, you know, she's obviously the underdog, but she improved a lot. And what
The frying bottle?
She actually won by countout, a counter that actually made sense. Obviously, she cannot beat Becky Lynch, but technically she still won, and very rarely.
Are we gonna say that she gets? By technicality, is she #1 contender?
Because during the entire match, people were really rooting for Maxine Dupree, you know, LA Knight's sister. And you know, personally, I feel very happy.
By technicality,
she's been eating so much shit from wrestling fans over the years, man.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest right here. If people are going to list the worst wrestlers in the WWE, she would be at the top of the list.
Wow.
And I'm just saying it because I know people are saying it, right? I'm not the only one who says it. The internet says it. And being in a match against Becky Lynch, one of the GOATs,
the top dogs.
Absolutely.
And where the fuck is AJ Lee, dude? It's been like a couple weeks and we haven't heard from AJ Lee. Like, you signed her to this big contract.
I'm just saying that is a big, big improvement from being just one of these.
You know what I mean?
She looks good. Let's see what we can do with her. You know, she actually had a great match. Lara is warming up backstage. Bailey was acting absolutely crazy.
It looks so weird seeing Gorilla. Honestly.
That's when we got Lara Valkyria versus
Roxanne Perez. Baddie shot o'clock. Baddie shot o'clock. Now listen, where is AJ Lee? We've missed AJ Lee for a couple weeks now, and I feel as if she needs to be, I don't know, on the show. Shouldn't we be seeing Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee for the Intercontinental Championship? Or are they just going to save that for the next pay-per-view? Because I would love to see AJ Lee on the mic, promo work, or maybe just in the ring doing some work, but I don't know if they were just doing it for some shock factor or what. But I would love to see that, please.
I gotta say, Every match was actually pretty interesting. If the match itself wasn't that good, at least we got.
They have Battlefield 6 as the
So
fucking
Roxanne was
announcement.
losing the match, but Bailey says, "Let's go kick her ass." I think she's kind of nailing this crazy gimmick. It's kind of interesting how WWE are using the 4 horsewomen right now. Well,
Charlotte
yeah,
and tag team. Becky has
is pretty much
IC.
in the mid card, right?
Yeah.
Even though the title reign is pretty good. Charlotte Flair is in a tag team, which kind of made fans.
Sasha Banks
actually
is the only
like
one that's
Charlotte.
like a
It's
champion
kinda crazy
champion.
how it works, right? You see someone who's been getting these opportunities, people get tired of them, but once she said, "Okay, I'm gonna give other people
A
the
shot.
opportunities to get over. I'm gonna be in a tag team," people like her all of a sudden. You know what I'm trying to tell you?
Yeah.
And now Bailey is basically
BBL
making
Bailey.
Lana look good, making other women look good who are working with Bailey. Is it too early to use them in this legend status? I don't know, but that's exactly who they are. They're legends at this point. It does seem like
Yeah.
eventually this is going
They are
to
definitely
turn
Hall of
into a
Famers.
tag team, and
Easily.
I do see some potential in
Easily.
Bailey and Lyra versus Charlotte and Alexa Bliss. How crazy it is, people, to see AJ Styles DNA footage in the WWE.
Yeah, it's gotta-
That is
odd.
absolutely nuts. Like, people, I've been watching this stuff for.
And he said,
since
"You don't need a storyline for this match.
2004. Yes, I was 4
I'm gonna
years old.
kick his ass."
Orton and Batista pulled up. I was like, holy shit, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. Batista sounds like in Lithuanian, like he sells shoes, by the way. I was like, this shoe-selling man, I like him. I like Randy Orton more. Whatever. It's crazy because we never thought we would see this day when TNA and WWE are working
Together.
So
I remember when they were
even right now,
rivals, and I with the
on
6-sided ring.
footage, it's really,
Absolute
really
cinema.
weird. Jackie tried to interview AJ Styles. Judgment Day interrupts immediately. Dominic Mox Styles says, "You couldn't beat me. You're trying to beat Cena." Balor warns Styles for challenging for the tag team titles. "You're making a big mistake." Styles fires back. "You're a tough 3-on-1, but I'll get Dragon Lee, a partner of mine, choosing for a 6-man tag team match tonight." You know, a 6-man tag team match doesn't necessarily excite me.
That does tickle my balls just a little bit. I love a little bit of tag team action. What? I love a little bit of tag team action on my TV.
Flashbacks. I'm getting flashbacks, people. But this was not the main event, so at least there's that. And I mean, the match was good.
What was the
So
main
AJ
event this?
Styles
I don't
gets
remember.
Fanta as his second partner. Then we see Bailey and Lyra attacking the Judgment Day, and I feel like that's kind of cool too. You know, when it comes to Lyra Valkyria, I really like her matches. She's really
Yeah, she's
really
actually
good.
very talented in the
I
ring.
always felt like she needs the balls. Yes, Lyra Valkyria
Needs balls.
testicles. She needs balls.
Yeah, it is 2025. It is 2025.
Like, not necessarily heels, but badasses. And that's exactly what she needs. You can't be the smiling babyface all the time. So with the influence of Bailey, she's actually getting some character. I will say though, Adam Pearce seemed a little jealous. You know, as a big balls enthusiast holder, pumping like I always say, he saw that there's competition. And when Adam Pearce sees competition,
He needs to act up. Thought that was a mosquito for a second. I was about to black.
Texas Ballsack Tornado match. CM Punk comes out
Wearing
huge
pink.
ovation.
This is what I just hate keep bringing this up. Number one, WCM Punk, GOAT. But remember in the WWE in October, I hate to keep bringing this up with the NFL. In the WWE, remember in October we would have the pink middle rope all around the ring. Pink middle rope, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, pink middle rope. I like how CM Punk's wearing the pink shirt. I likes that. I likes it a lot. Let's bring back pink middle rope. Please, WWE and TKO, because I know TKO, it's about the money. It's about the money.
Start singing some reference to the scene. Man, I have no idea. You know, you don't expect me to know this shit, right? He thanks the fans for welcoming AJ Lee back. Now, when it comes
Yeah,
to
where is
AJ
she?
Lee, by the way, are we actually, like, we're going to see her?
Yeah, like, where is AJ Lee? Where is the Puerto Rican princess? I'm a little confused here. We sign her back, big pop, win match. We don't see her for another God knows how long. What is happening? Is she the female Brock Lesnar, or what's happening here? Can we book her? Like, can we see her on a promo? Can we see her in a backstage segment? Can we see her in a match? Can we see her against Becky Lynch for the IC title? Please. Something.
Again, right? Like, that wasn't a
It's
one-time
not.
thing.
Yeah, it's not like a one-time
Right
thing
now,
anymore,
she
right?
has
Like.
no storylines, no nothing. And I Who that's not the case.
Are we just using her for that one match and put her in the game?
He says, I promised not to interfere. And he also said this is not a title match and told people in the locker room not to give him shit. He's complaining about WWE booking like us. He's basically saying this match doesn't matter, but I'm gonna pretend it matters. For the record, I'm happy this is not a unification match. We don't need that shit right now. He reminds everyone he already beat Rollins this year and plans to end the year the same way.
Would that be a Mania?
The title. Punk responds by saying, I don't deserve it, I've earned it. Which is exactly what AJ Styles keeps saying. You know, when people say, I've deserved it, I didn't deserve it, I've earned it. Sometimes I just remember these random ass things, which kind of helps in situations like this, I guess. Yes, people, Seth Rollins and CM Punk is still a thing. How?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. They've been beefing for quite some
I'm
time.
not saying the story was bad, but you know, I guess my biggest
Quite some
problem
time.
with CM Punk being in the Seth Rollins vortex is that, you know, CM Punk doesn't have that many years left in the WWE. He's on the older side. And when you look at a talent like that, you're like, I really want more rivalries, more different matches. Like, get the most out of it, because we know the time is limited. LA Knight interrupts.
LA Knight.
Yeah. Just known as a husband, not a champion. You're
Look
the
at
worst
this fucking
champion I've
FedEx
seen.
shit,
Me, on
dude.
the other hand, I've been Rollins before, and that puts me first in line for the world title. Punk says you've never ever been a world champion in the WWE. It's one of these promos you need to watch because it's all about the tone, you know, how they acted. But I have a question for you in the comments below, people. Who would you rather see ending Seth Rollins' World Championship title reign? LA Knight or CM Punk? I honestly have no idea. Like, part of me wants CM Punk as a champion because we got that for like, I don't know, 5 minutes at most. On the other hand, I'm like, is LA
What's
Knight
1700?
ever going to win the championship? And is there a perfect time than actually being in a rivalry against Seth Rollins, being in all of these main events? Maybe it should be LA Knight. Jay interrupts and says he's next in line. He reminds everyone he never got his rematch after losing the championship. Whoa, that rule doesn't exist anymore. I remember WWE decided this rule doesn't exist anymore when The Rock was winning championships in like 2011 or 12, whatever it was. Because they realized you can't get The Rock. So they said, well, the rematch clause that doesn't actually exist. Should it exist? Probably, right? Nightfire's back. You had your shot and lost it. You're just not...
Can we be honest? Would you guys want to see Jey Uso as world champion again? Me personally, no. Do I like him yeeting? Do I like it? Do I think it's cool? Yes. I personally do not want to see him as world champion again. I would rather see either one of these two as champion. LA Knight, especially. Or CM Punk, or Drew McIntyre. One of those guys more than Jey Uso. I would like to see Jay and Jimmy go back for the tag titles. I know that's not going to happen. But, you know what I mean? I just don't see him as main event Jey Uso, I guess you could say. But, you know what I'm saying? That's just my thing. That's just my take. That's my take. That's my personal take. Cam Hart's in the haha. Cam Hart's in the haha. You feel me? You're
still in the shadows of Roman Reigns. He can't be as good as his cousin. Jay super kicks LA Knight. Punk says, I understand your passion, but you're behind me in line for the championship. And he also...
When the fuck did Jay even get in the title? I mean, obviously they had the Fatal 4-Way match at Clash in Paris or whatever. But everyone lost. CM Punk would obviously be next in line because he beat Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch in the tag team match. Mathematically speaking, CM Punk's #1 contender for the World Championship, and then it would immediately go AJ Lee, #1 contender for the IC Women's Championship. So what are we talking about here?
Little Roman, and
that's even with kayfabe, by the way. That boy
Eventually,
Cam.
Punk puts it down, and that's when Jimmy decided to attack.
Bow,
CM
viral
Punk.
movie.
So all of this
Bang!
is competitive. I understand because
Nice.
it ends the same
Bang!
way. Division. Punk, LA Knight, Jimmy, Jay, whatever. It's the main event of Raw. It's a tag or 6-man tag, whatever. And somebody stands tall with no actual story progression. So at least we.
And
got
what the fuck is
something
Jimmy
right.
doing? Is Jimmy ever gonna go for a singles title or what?
Something.
Because isn't he like the only or only Samoan? Well, I guess not. I mean, out of Jimmy though, he's the only one that hasn't got a singles title, which isn't bad. Brother still paid.
And Kyrie Sane finally just focused on being a teammate to Asuka and, you know, not focus on Io Sky anymore because this family is broken. We need to focus on our
Io Sky, Wrestler of the Year 2025. Easily. She has not put on a bad match all year. I do respectfully have to say that she's probably going to lose at Crown Jewel. Her and Rhea Ripley are going to lose. If they don't lose, though, I can't lie, that storyline's dead in the water. So that's why I say she has to put over, you know what I'm saying, Asuka and Kairi Sane, if we're just being honest. If we're just being honest here.
Out of this family. So Asuka cost Io Sky the match, and Kairi Sane finally embraced it. So basically, at Crown Jewel, we don't need to expect Kairi Sane, you know, out of focus. I don't want to hit Io. I still want to be friends. Like now, they kind of made it clear. Asuka's plan worked. Kairi is fully on Asuka's side. And
Look,
Asuka's
FedEx finally hit my ass. Finally. Hold on, champ. FedEx just hit my ass. Finally. Fuck. Fuck. Isn't it so weird FedEx texts you, like, the fucking number? Imagine. That's kind of insane when you think about that. Whoa. This brother's in Punta fucking Cana. I don't live over there. I don't live over here. I'm nowhere near you. Oh my god. Fucking, let me get that text off. Alright, bye. Hopefully the brother can deliver my package. That would actually get me a little bit rock hard. I can't even lie. If that brother can actually deliver and I actually don't have to go over to the fucking, like, mail center, that would actually get me up. At least to 85%.
Doesn't need to worry about Kairi Sane not fully committing to the match. Backstage, Becky Lynch is complaining. She's pissed off that she lost against Maxine. Who is she? Then we see Rollins and Paul Heyman. He says, I have to win Saturday. But what if I don't win? Heyman says, you are going to win. What if I don't win?
Imagine not being
You need to
confident.
tell me this. Honestly, you'd lose the locker room. You'd lose Braun Breakers and Bronson Reed's faith and what we've built.
Yeah.
Rollins had enough of this shit. He actually he pushed Paul Heyman and said, what about you? How do you feel about me losing? And Heyman says that honestly, if you lose to Cody, I'll have to ask why I picked you over Roman.
This right here is what you call good works on Monday Night Raw. This is great work. Oh, this is cinema. Oh, now it gets me intrigued in the match. This gets me interested. Who's going to win? Because it's so important. Seth needs this win. He's never beaten Seth Rollins, but he needs this win. If he loses this, what's going to happen on Monday Night Raw?
Right. I don't know what it was about this episode. It's like some of this shit actually, it made sense. It wasn't as basic and generic as always. And I'm kind of shocked. You know, there are so many episodes I've just missed. I watched the episode, I didn't make a review because I had nothing to say. Now WWE are giving these, you know, small details that are really worth talking about. For example, yes, it makes sense that Paul Heyman should be questioning why did I pick Seth Rollins if he loses against Cody. Now, he's a secondary champion. And you know, I like the fact that we got Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman interacting in the first place. It always seemed like they have no chemistry. They barely talk to each other. And now Paul Heyman feels like he is a big deal in this faction again. Because, you know, that was my problem with the Division. Paul Heyman never felt like he actually belongs in the faction because he's not adding anything. Seth Rollins is already great on the microphone, and Paul Heyman had nothing to offer. We see Bloodline backstage again. Are you protecting Punk? You tells Roman, we are not like you. Roman says, when your bro won the title, you became more like me and less like you. Roman
Ooh.
Linkin Park deal.
Kind of facts.
You want to help your brother? you need to get out of his way. I hope whatever WWE are teasing right now is actually going to happen, because Roman Reigns' involvement in this is kinda interesting to me. I just hope it's not some random shit WWE does and never follows up on. We got the Judgment Day versus AJ, Penta, and Dragon Lee. Styles couldn't even talk. He got interrupted, so I thought, oh my god, we are not gonna hear anything about John Cena versus AJ Styles. The match was really fun. Like I was saying, can't get excited about six-man tag team matches on Raw.
Should I try to do my Penta dance? Penta walk or not, chat?
Now, obviously, the babyface team wins. Styles grabs the microphone, stands on the commentary table, and says, "This match, Crown Jewel against John Cena, doesn't need a story. It writes itself. It will dance for the last time and leave it all in the ring. It will kick ass." I feel like it could have been nice. You know, see, at least once, AJ Styles and John Cena in the ring, talk about their past, talk about how I was the face of TNA, you were the face of WWE, all of this shit, right? I wish we got this segment. Now, AJ Styles is right. Obviously,
Yeah, it doesn't really
this is
matter.
a dream match at this point, and we're happy we're getting it. But at the same time, is it really an excuse?
This is what I'm talking about. We should have got at Clash in Paris. It should have been, or sorry, not even Clash in Paris. I'm sorry. At Wrestling Palooza, we should have got AJ Styles versus John Cena, because then the promos would have made sense. Now, you know what I'm saying? There's no build up. This is where you could have did the Brock Lesnar versus John Cena. Who cares? There's no build up. You're just gonna get the match. Okay, fine, whatever. But they should have did the promos with AJ Styles and John Cena, so that way you could be like, I was the face of TNA, you were the face of WWE. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna both put our best in here. Face versus face, best man come out on top. You know what I'm saying?
It'd been pretty cool hearing AJ Styles.
Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm sorry. Oh fuck.
Buenas tardes, líder. Le hablo de Fedes. Yo tengo un sobre de usted. ¿Dónde yo debo se le va a entregar el sobre?
Hold on, chat. Hold on. Let me make this quick call right here, chat. Hold on. Fuck is my mic? All right, let's do it. My fault, chat. Let's get back into this shit. I had to fucking talk to the FedEx guy.
During the segment, we would have gotten that, you know, my time is also kind of up. So before I end my career, I want to be John Cena. You know, subtle things like that. We see LA and CM Punk backstage. Punk says he doesn't want this match because it doesn't get him closer to the World Heavyweight Championship. LA Knight says, I don't want this match either, but we gotta do what we gotta do. And
Damn.
I'm obviously talking about the tag team match that was announced by commentary, I believe, like either I completely missed it, I misheard something, but I think it was just announced by commentary, right? So we got LA Knight and CM Punk versus the Usos. It's so weird watching them wrestle with t-shirts on. Like this is some kind of trading, like they don't really give a shit. But everybody in this match is basically in a rivalry. LA Knight doesn't like CM Punk, he doesn't like the Usos. CM Punk doesn't like either of them. Jimmy Uso doesn't like anybody, but he's still probably the one who's trying to glue everything together, right? Like he's the most sane person right here. Jay is just focusing on himself. To me, this match kind of felt old school in a way. And I'm talking like 2008 old school, right? 2008 is now called old school. I think we used to get these matches, right? When you just have a bunch of baby faces fighting. And it's so weird because I was not excited about Raw, man. I didn't care. I thought this is going to be a horrible show. But maybe the way the show just flowed, maybe the way they built this match, I didn't hate this Raw. Was it necessarily great? I don't know. It was just better enough than anything we've seen for the past month. So the story in this match is pretty clear. We got a GTS, LA Knight tags himself and takes
steals the pin.
Which was pretty badass. So, you know, they didn't necessarily even look dumb. You know, normally they would start fighting, but they won the match and LA Knight still, you know, got the upper hand. And as a big fan of LA Knight, I'm happy. You know, finally, when you think about it, he is in the main event. And that is good. He's in the main event of the flagship WWE show right now.
On Raw.
So as a big LA Knight fan, I can appreciate that. That was a decent episode of Raw. All things considered, I actually enjoyed it. Which is crazy because lately it's been really, really hard to enjoy anything WWE are doing. It's like watching the same episode over and over again. What is there really to talk about? So at least, sure, you can't change the storylines in 1 week, but some subtle hints, subtle storyline developments. This show felt kind of smarter in a way, if that makes any sense. But it's time to see what you guys have to say about this episode of Raw. I actually love what they're doing with Jay's character. This is exactly what he needed. This is what we should have seen after he won the world title.
I agree. I agree with that.
A bit too late. You know, it's a little too late.
Yeah, I know, right?
Jay Uso is not just a eating man anymore. We do love eating, right? We love eating. It's all fun. The crowd loves eating. But it's like all of a sudden
Yeah, I just don't like when he only eats. When he only eats, that's annoying.
He still needs a character. Yeah, he needs to actually have a character. And the catchphrase is, sure, it's good for the merch sales, not necessarily good for television. One of the most annoying shit I've seen in the WWE in the past few years is Jey Uso entering yeeting. Stops, music continues, yeeting. And then maybe one more time. I really wish WWE tried something like this when he was actually a champion. Bayley and Lyra are becoming a fun duo. I'm excited to see this new vicious side of them. This is pretty much exactly what I was talking about. It's like Lyra is growing balls. She's growing balls.
Yeah.
She almost feels like a mentor to Lyra, you know, the way she just said, let's kick their ass.
You know, it is interesting seeing that Bayley's kind of taking that Randy Orton way, in a way. And what I mean by that is she's kind of getting like crazy in the head and she's like turning face, turning to like a heel, turning into that asshole, being a good gal. You know what I mean? I like that though. I like it. I like it a lot.
Nowadays, one thing that barely works in the WWE.
I like this Bayley work, I can't even lie.
Smiling babyface, you know, with no character. We don't buy
With
that.
just no flavor.
Unless stealing a win was the best ending of Raw in a long time.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything special.
It was just different.
A pretty badass moment. I guess the biggest thing I liked about it is that LA Knight still won the match. It wasn't just like attacking Punk mid-match and we lose it, we don't give a shit. He just sent a message to Punk. He outsmarted him. He outsmarted everybody in this match. Maxine got potential. All she needs is Otis as a manager. I talked about Maxine. Like I've said, it's crazy how much she grew in the WWE already. Like just
And she said that she wants to stay in the WWE for quite some time, as long as she can.
Like, oh, she looks pretty. She's horrible at wrestling. But finally, something is clicking. When it comes to Otis, isn't that already a thing? AJ Styles should be more involved in the main event scene as he nears the end of his career. Unfortunately, he's not gonna get the same treatment as John Cena because, well, quite frankly,
I don't know about that one.
My problem with AJ Styles
I don't know
is
about
that at one point, like in 2016, 17, 18 probably, he was the top guy. And AJ Styles
I don't know
really,
about
really
that
good
one,
in the
champ.
ring. When you look at these storylines with LA Knight, Punk, Usos, all of this stuff, right? Even on SmackDown, you always wonder,
Oh my
AJ
days.
Styles could probably add something to it too.
Yeah.
And now he's just kind of
There.
you know, downgraded to being a mid-card. Jimmy
He's
is
like
good,
upper
but
mid-card.
doesn't have something that makes him stand out yet. Love the
Where he
video.
could go
Thank you
anywhere,
very
really.
much. It's kind of crazy how, wrestling works. Let me explain why Jay is the more popular one. Because Jimmy got injured, and that's when WWE decided to go with the Roman Reigns versus Jay storyline.
Yep.
If Jay was the one who got injured, maybe Jimmy would be doing the heathen right now. Maybe he would be the former world heavyweight champion, because I don't see a world where Jimmy Uso is less talented than Jay Uso. I think they're pretty equal in a way.
Yeah.
At least we got
I mean,
some
we
Jay
saw it in
Uso
that fucking match. They're
moments
pretty
where
goddamn
those
equal,
were
bro.
shenanigans. This definitely felt refreshing, but it also raises a question. Is the only time we can expect something good to happen in the WWE is when WWE are getting roasted for weeks and being shit on. I'm getting really tired of CM Punk's character. I think he needs to have change of character or a heel turn.
I would love a
Turn
heel
him
turn
into
for CM
an
Punk.
in-betweener at least, because
But I don't think it's
every
gonna happen,
single
especially with
promo is
AJ Lee
the
just
same
coming
for
back,
me
but-
at this point, I'm the best in the world. I want the world title shot.
Let's be honest, you know what I'm saying? With AJ Lee just coming back,
Por una pregunta, ¿usted está en Santo Domingo o está en Higüey?
Get in the back of the line, everyone else. Hello, people, I love you. Like, yeah, I get it, but maybe make him do something else. WWE creative? I sort of agree with your point, but at the same time, when you look at the material CM Punk's been given, being in the same storyline for, I don't know, it feels like 2 years right now, I'm surprised he can still cut a good promo.
Hold
I'm
on.
surprised.
Pero tiene una dirección de Higüey, Dionisio Troncoso de Higüey, y me llevo aquí a Higüey porque yo hago ruta aquí en Bávaro, entre Bávaro y Higüey me llevo ruta y me llevo el paquete para acá, no sé, no entiendo entonces.
what the fuck? Wait, what the fuck, dude? Hold on. Oh my gosh, dude, hold on. I mean, I would love for my mom to take a screenshot of the fucking shit. Oh my god, yeah, why did she put UA? Why did she not put Santo Domingo? I did not put UA. Hold the fuck on.
Claro, y ni siquiera nombre le pusieron, nada más dice como Fedes, Plaza Alcazar, pero no le pusieron a quién va dirigido eso.
This is bullshit, dude. My fucking package. Cause this fucking, I don't know how it even got switched. Like, I put that. Oh my gosh, why the fuck did he even like? Hold on, because now I'm getting a little mad because I'm looking at the receipt of like how she sent it, but why did she send it to E-Way? And why? If it doesn't even fucking say E-Way. Santo Domingo. And when did I say E-Way? Hold on. I want to see the message of where I said that. Oh my gosh, dude. I gotta, I gotta do everything around here. 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 Hold on, chat. This is the final thing and I'll be actually done. Hold on. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, how the fuck do I spell this shit? Talking to the FedEx guy. No. Hold on.
Ah, pues está bien. Mándeme la dirección exacta, escrita, de donde usted vive, para yo entonces mañana con la carga, cuando venga, mandarlo para atrás el sobre. Y cuando llegue allá que se lo entreguen a su residencia.
Holy shit, can my fucking shit load? I don't know why, which I'm gonna have to talk to my mom after this.
Tiene que mandarme la escrita,
Okay.
la dirección, porque así eso se le da un replay y se le informa quién te va a entregar dónde está la dirección, tú sabes, pero tiene que ser escrita porque eso uno le entra al sistema, para que ya cuando reciban el sobre sepa para dónde va.
Okay. Let me fucking get this address too. No, Mom, you're a retard. Oh my god, she's a retard sometimes. Everyone's retarded. Everyone's retarded. I gotta do everything my goddamn self over here, guys. Let me fucking gather it. Hold on. Oh. I'm trying to think here. How should I do it? Like. Hold on, let me actually put it. Oh, I misspelled it. Dumbass. Let me just make sure I fucking. Alright, perfect. Great. Let me fucking text, I'm so sorry, chat. I gotta fucking, like, do this fucking shit, too. I might give her a different treat, though. Because, I mean, I really just don't know why it got put that one. To be honest, that's the only thing. And I was wondering why I said fucking auto lie, because I was like, yo, bro, that name is so weird. I will send her a new address. Let me do FedEx in Santo Domingo. Let me just give her one of these addresses here. Ship center. Oh, FedEx in Santo Domingo to receive. I don't know if I just can't spell or receive mail. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, give me an address, please. Oh shit. Alright. Let's play this vid.
Still somewhat make it work. I understand your point though. You know, I want the CM Punk we saw in the Drew McIntyre rivalry back. More serious tone. Every time someone cuts a promo by thanking the fans or enjoying the crowd reaction, I understand that. I get it. But kind of makes you believe what we're about to see is not as serious as we would wish. I want CM Punk with bloodshot eyes just screaming, looking like he hasn't slept in 10 days. Becky Lynch's women's Intercontinental title reign is one of, if not the best women's title reign in the past 5 years. I don't know about that, but I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. Like, the difference between the Intercontinental Championship and the United States Championship is just immeasurable, people. Immeasurable. What she did to that championship is absolutely beautiful. She's a better champion, in my opinion, than Tiffany Stratton. She's a better champion, well, so far than Stephanie Booker, but that would be kind of unfair. She just won the championship. She is the best women's champion in the WWE right now. The promos work most of the time. The matches are always great. She treats that championship like it's the biggest thing you can win in the WWE, and that always helped the championship. You know, when I think about it, that's how eventually people cared about the men's Intercontinental Championship, treating it like it matters that much. This Raw was good, but I don't see myself watching it nowadays. Not like sharing this one, because this feels kind of sad in a way. You know, WWE lost so much reputation. And that's a question I want to ask you to end this video. What would it take for you to watch WWE again if you're not watching it anymore? What would it take? Let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, like, subscribe if you already didn't. The great one, peace, love, and hugs. It's been
WVid, great one. WVid, great one. So sorry, chat. So sorry, chat. Oh my gosh, dude. But WVid, great one. WStream, sorry for the little Imshan, whatever the case may be. But I'm gonna got y'all boys for tomorrow. I love y'all boys. God first consistency. Safety.